Aldates and welcome to the latest Song of the Week video. These videos are part of Rhythm, which is our new Monday to Friday video series that we're putting out as a church each week. If you're yet to engage in any of the other videos from this week, please do check them out. There's so many good topics. Likewise, if you're yet to see either of the previous Song of the Week videos, do take time to check out Do It Again that Paddy, one of our interns, recommended last week, and Hold On that Lauren recommended in week 1. Now, for this week, I'm really pleased to point you in the direction of Find Rest by Rich and Lydia Dicas. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, there's a little link below. You'll be able to watch the video straight after this video. If you're watching on Instagram or any other social media platform, just search for Find Rest, Rich and Lydia Dicas, anywhere you find your music. Now, if you're like me, this lockdown is so much harder than the previous ones, and lots of people I've spoken to recently have said the same. Maybe November restrictions had Christmas on the horizon, we knew it was going to be a little bit shorter. Last year's ones maybe had a sense of novelty about it, everything was new, working from home was new, the weather of course was better. Whereas now, cold dark days and long nights just feel so much more wearying and weathering for all of us. In the first lockdown last year, while many Christians were digging out their running shoes like everyone else and baking banana bread and sourdough, a lot of people were reading this book by John Mark Comer, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. I read it then as well, and it really reminded me of a lot of the teaching we'd done in the Rule of Life at St Aldates, how to celebrate Sabbath, how to carve out time for rest amidst such a busy life. And it was this book that inspired the song we're looking at today. In verse 2 of the song, you'll see the lyrics say, "Has your soul become distracted by the chaos and the noise? Have you wasted your attention on the meaningless and void? Still your heart and come to Jesus. Wait to hear his still small voice. Come to him and wait for him." The chorus then goes on to say, "Find rest, weary soul, in the open arms of Jesus, be made whole." And my wife Becca and I worked out that we haven't had a holiday for 18 months, and we're really beginning to feel it now. Like many people, just the low availability of holiday accommodation last year made it difficult to get away. And I don't know about you, but when you think about finding rest, where does your mind go to? Maybe it's a sandy beach and a big blue ocean. And of course, as a church community, this time of year we would have been going away on our church weekend away. If you've been on those before, these are great times of community, eating together, socialising together, worshipping together. And of course, the world's very different right now, but all of these things will return. We'll be able to go away together as families, as church community. But of course, when the world returns, so will the temptations of things like a busier life is a better life. So for Christians, finding rest is always going to be difficult. We're always going to be tempted by a week on a beach as the way to find rest in our lives, rather than carving out regular time with Jesus. So as a church community at the start of this year, why don't we encourage each other to find rest daily where we can? We got at Christmas time a book of everyday liturgies, and one of them says this: "O Christ, our Sabbath, you have fashioned us to function best in rhyming lines of work and rest." You have fashioned us to function best in rhyming lines of work and rest. That is a huge challenge to us in our house. Life is so busy at the moment. You can probably hear our kids in the background as I'm recording this. But I'm so grateful for people like Rich and Lydia who write songs like Find Rest. And I pray that as you listen to this song now, that the Lord would restore you this morning and begin to just refresh, refashion, and reform those rhyming lines of work and rest.